Hello everyone. So today the question that we're trying to solve is finding a factorial of a number. Now basically factorial is a number which is just a multiple of the n numbers that come before it. So for example, if we say factorial of 5, it's nothing but 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So let's just take an input from the user. You have to remember that anytime you take input from the user, it's in the form of string. So we have to convert it into integer with typecasting. And then let's say write a number. So we'll say write a number. And the other thing that you need to make sure when you're trying to solve the factorial is that the factorial numbers cannot be 0 or less than 0. So we have to have an if condition where if number is lesser than or equal to 0, print can't find factorial, else. Here we need to have a for loop, right? Since we need to multiply these numbers. So for I in range, and it is mandatory that you have to add 1 as the initial value, because if you say it as range of 5, it will mean that it should go from 0 to 4, but we want it from 1 to 5, right? So what we will do is that we will give the initial step as 1 and then 6, because in a loop when you go for a range at the last as 6, it'll end at 5. So we'll have a variable called factorial, which is 1, and do not keep it as 0, because if we multiply anything with 0, obviously it will be 0, right? So we'll say factorial is equal to factorial into I, because you have to multiply it. And then after that we'll say print the factorial of the given number is, and str, since we have to convert the factorial, which is an integer, to the string form, because print will always take the input as a string. So we'll just say str of factorial and run the program. Write a number, we'll say 5, and the factorial is 120. But let's just try to find it out with a calculator. We'll say 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5, which is 120. So this is correct, and let's just try it once again with another number. Let's say factorial of 0. And since it is 0, you can't find a factorial. So that's the program. And instead of having a string here with the typecasting, you can also format the print statement where you can add form f at the initial position after the bracket and say factorial, and this will just have the same solution as the previous one. That's it. Thank you.